Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be doing the Keeper book tag. So if you don't know, Keeper is the debut novel of a fellow author-tuber named Kim Chance. She is an amazing human being. She's so sweet, and as Ben would say, she is the Disney princess of booktube. So I'm really excited to do this tag and to help spread the word about her book. I will be doing a review on this soon because I did recently finish reading it, but it'll be probably next week or the week after. So Kim decided to create a tag in order to help get the word out about her book. So I'm super excited to do this tag, and I will be tagging a few people at the end of this video. So let's get started. The first question is Keeper, a book you'll keep reading over and over. So the book that I'm picking for this is probably one that a lot of people are gonna pick, but I recently read this book and just adored it, and I know that I will read it again because I've watched the movies 20 million times. So even though I don't typically reread books, I really enjoyed reading this, so I'm gonna have to pick Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for this. And I have recently started the Chamber of Secrets, but I am only like a chapter in, so I will be getting that done this month though, so let's see if I love that one as much as I loved this one. Next is Lainey and Maggie, your favorite bookish friendship. I believe I've answered a similar question to this one before, and that is going to be Leah and Pauline in the Kiss of Deception series. I just thought that their friendship was so good, even though something happens in it that isn't very great between friends, but it comes from a place of love, and I just really loved the way that they interacted with each other, how they were practically sisters from another mister. Sister from another mister. That's what they were. I loved this book, and I loved that friendship. Next is Witch. What's your favorite witch or wizard in a book? So for this one, I'm going to pick Manan in Heir of Fire because I think she's a total badass, and who wouldn't want to be her because she is so awesome. And the way she looks, the way she's described, I'm just like, yes. Her talons, her creepy talons and everything, I just had to pick her for this one because she's definitely my favorite witch in a series. Also, I don't really read a whole lot of books that have to do with witches. I have a lot of books on my bookshelf that have to do with witches, but I haven't actually read a lot of witch books, which is surprising because I enjoy them. Next question is The Master, a villain that you love to hate. So the person that I picked for this it's kind of a spoiler, so if you haven't read this series, then definitely kind of skip the next 30 seconds because I don't want to spoil it for you. But my favorite villain, or the villain that I love to hate, is Maven in the Red Queen series. I think that the way that he betrayed Mare was so intense that now I just love to hate him. I could never love him again, so I hope he never becomes a good guy again because he's ruined for me. Next is Gareth and Serena, and this is your favorite non-related bookish family. Of course, I had to pick the Night Court family from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, particularly in A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Wings and Ruin, because they're just so close-knit. They're just so awesome, and they're always supporting each other, and they just seem all a big family to me. Now, what would make it even more perfect is if they would actually just accept Lucian into this family group. I mean, they kind of did in the last book, but not really. I just don't think everybody really liked him that much. Lucian's my favorite character, and he just needs to be accepted into this group because he belongs. He belongs. Oh, I just skipped one. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do that one now. So the next one is Kim Chance, a book you took a chance on. And for that one, I'm going to be picking Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth because there's so much controversy going around in this book about this book. And I strongly believe that when you hear stuff like that, you really kind of just need to read the book yourself and make a decision based on your own thoughts on it and not just listen to what everybody else is saying. I read this book and I didn't feel like a lot of things that were said about it were true. So I am very glad that I ended up reading this book because I ended up really liking it. And the second book's actually coming out in a couple months. So I'm really stoked that I get to read it soon because the characters in this and the world in this were just so cool. And I really liked it. Next is Holy Crapkittens, a book you had a strong reaction to. So I'm picking the second book to this book, but I don't actually have that book, so I'm showing you this book. And this is the Diabolic, but I'm picking the Empress, which is the sequel to this book, and I'm picking it because the ending of that book was just so like mind-blowing. Like, I seriously couldn't believe what had just happened after the whole first part of the book and the last part of this book. You just did not expect it to happen, and it did happen, and it was insane, and I can't wait till the last book comes out because I'm dying to get my hands on it. But mostly that I did have a strong reaction to that. I didn't know whether I should yell, whether I should cry, whether I should just choke someone out. I don't know, but it was really good, and I can't wait to get my hands on the next one. I totally skipped another one. Just kidding. Okay, so number 7 is Ty, your favorite mysterious character. It's been so long since I've read this book, but okay, so I'm picking Constantine from the Frostfire series. I really enjoyed reading his character because he was up and down and up and down, and I actually enjoyed that kind of roller coaster ride with him, and he was definitely mysterious, and you don't expect what is going to happen, and it totally does, and I ended up growing to love his character, even though in the beginning he was mysterious and kind of written off as a bad guy. Sorry if that was a little bit of a spoiler, but I really loved his character, and I definitely pick him as my favorite mysterious male character. And lastly is Magic Always Leaves a Mark. Pick a book that made a big impact on you, and so I'm picking The Winter's Curse because I thoroughly believe that without this book I would not have joined BookTube. I went through a long period of not reading a lot, and because I was just so busy and I just didn't make time for it, and then I read this book and I read the second and third book and I just loved them. I just fell in love with them, and I got obsessed with reading again. Then that pushed me into writing, and the writing pushed me into finding BookTube. So I definitely think this book made a big impact on me, not only because I loved this whole series, but because it brought me to BookTube. That is really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, go check out Kim Chance's channel, which I will have linked down below. Also, check out her book. It comes out on January 30th, I believe, and she's also having some giveaways and doing some goodie bags and things like that, so definitely check her out and definitely check out her book because she's an amazing person. Her book was really interesting, so definitely check her out. If you like this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!